have time to do this today, but I do. So, yes. So, before I get into this video, my Chip and Dale versus Alvin Chipmunks have got 790 views on YouTube. That's insane. That is one of the most popular videos that you guys are watching at the moment. And that's just insane to me. That is insane and crazy. But thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to me. And even though that's the highest number ever I've gotten, but also it goes in case of my shorts. But like I feel like that's the highest video ever that I've done. And I'm hoping that will get more subscribers as well, because I want that to be the thing that makes people subscribe more to this channel, because I do a lot of different things, but none of you guys are subscribing. Can't speak today. Subscribe, but hopefully that will help as well. Now, I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm like, it's so popular, why not? So I'm doing an Alvin and Dale video for you guys, and I think I put a community post, and that's got 17 likes on my community page. That's also crazy. So thank you guys so much. So yeah, so let's get into this. So I put a poll up on YouTube a while ago before the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie came out. And some of you guys, and I said, does Alvin resemble Dale? Some of you guys said yes, and most of you said no, which is interesting. So we're going to have this conversation right now, because there's a lot to unpack here. So yes, so we're going to go through order. So we're going to talk about designs first, then we're going to talk about similarities of the characters, and then we're going to talk about differences. So it's going to be all packed in one video. But yes. So, Dale and Alvin wear the exact same, well, not exact same, but they're both signature colors are yellow and red, which is interesting, because that's Alvin's signature color, but also that's Dale's signature color as well. And, my mom actually said when we were watching the actual movie of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, she said, that Hawaiian shirt looks exactly like Alvin from Chipwrecked, from the poster, so that's also interesting note as well. I think, I don't know, I don't know where this is going, like, I can't say anything about it, but I feel like, most of Dale you see in Alvin, so that's gonna cause some problems, because people might like Alvin, but like, hang on, Dale looks exactly like Alvin as well, which is why I guess people get confused between both of them as well. So I'd said on the Munkcast that they might be related. I can see that, because Dale and Alvin look so much alike, so it's hard to vouch what separates them. But they're both separate characters, but they look so much alike, It's crazy. So you're thinking, what about the new Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie? Now, the design of Dale in that movie, I feel like to try to, not make him too much of an Alvin copy, or a Dale copy in this case. But like in the cartoon version, he doesn't look like Alvin at all. Like in the movie, he doesn't look like Alvin at all. In the cartoon, yes, but in the movie, not really. In the cartoon form. But in the CGI form, I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but I did. In the CGI form of the character, Dale has blue eyes and the exact same fur color like Alvin does in the new 2015 series. And I'm not sure, I don't think they did that intentionally, to be honest, but and now you're thinking, oh, Dale's now a CGI character like Alvin is. So you're going to have those similarities as well, the blue eyes, the color, the fur color as well. So it's a lot, because Alvin has the same design from the 2015 show as well. So that's going to make people confusing going forward with, this as well. Because you've got two characters, but they have the same signature color eyes, and color fur. And now I think you're going to see Dale more as a CGI character than a cartoon character as well. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah. So we're going to talk about similarities. Now, These two characters have a lot in common, like a lot in common. So, they're both they're both famous chipmunks. They both love the spotlight, of course. They're both selfish, but in their own ways. I think someone said Chip is also selfish as well. I can see that, but we're not talking about Chip. We're talking about Dale and Alvin. They're selfish, but in their own ways. It's all about their ego. They both have I think Alvin has a bit of a more of an ego than Dale does. Sorry, but it's true. I'm just being honest here. But so they both have that in common. They're both very dramatic as well. Selfish, I've kind of put it out already. They're both also very lazy characters, and they both sleep a lot, which is interesting. I'm not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they're both sleepy characters, and you see them sleep like a lot. There was an Alvin Chipmunk show recently. They called it Dream Bomber. I don't know why, but we saw in that episode where Alvin sleeps a lot, as a character as well. And when Alvin doesn't get his beauty rest, may I say, he gets angry. So, so now we know that Alvin is not a morning person, like at all. He's not a morning person, at all. So we get to find it out. I think Brittany's also not a morning person as well, isn't she? Yeah, I don't think she is either. Yeah, they're both sleepyheads. And also Tail. Oh man. Oh yeah, but they're both very lazy characters. They both do not like chores at all. So yeah. They both cause trouble for their groups, like Dale, causes trouble for Chip and sometimes the Rescue Raiders. Alvin causes trouble for his brothers and the Chipheads as well. So you've got that in common as well. As well. But they're both different characters, which we're going to get to now. So the differences between these characters, what separates them the most is that Dale has a more funny, quirky, goofy personality than Alvin does. And that helps a lot with this character, because I kind of like goofy characters, and while Dale doesn't mean to cause trouble for Chip or the Rescue Rangers as well, he kind of stumbles, get it? Stumbles, it's a bad joke of mine, stumbles into trouble. So he doesn't mean to, he just gets caught up in it sometimes, Well, Alvin, he has mischief written all over his little face. So yes, and also Alvin has that mischievous look, which Dale doesn't have either. That mischievous look, like he's up to something. And Alvin loves causing trouble. So that's the difference between both characters that separates them as well. But also, I think also the difference is that they got different characters as well. Like, you got Rescue Raiders, got Alvin the Chipmunks. But I will say this, Dale does have Chip, and I'll say this because, Dale, even though Dale, stumbles into trouble with Chip, of course, Chip is always, he's bossy, but he keeps Dale on his toes sometimes. He keeps Dale on his toes sometimes, which is a good character character thing to have of Chip, of course. So he's always going to be there for Dale, no matter what. Alvin, you've got Simon, but I feel like Simon has given up on this point, he tries to not let Alvin cause so much trouble, but it's I just give up. Okay, just cause trouble and get in trouble, I feel like Simon is kind of lacking that in his character as well, in his form of character as well. Because Simon's supposed to be the one that's stopping Alvin from causing trouble, and that's not the case. Simon's not always keeping on his toes like Chip is with Dale, of course. So you got to factor that in. But I think, I think Simon has totally given up on Alvin, and there's nothing stopping Alvin. He just does what he wants to do. No one stops him. The Chipettes don't stop him. Theodore doesn't stop him. No one does. He's like a walking chaos, if you know what I mean. But yeah, but those are the differences between both of their characters as well. But one more thing I want to say that separates them is, Dale, I think, is more in touch with his emotional side. He gets more emotional, Dale, as well. Like, he can be honest about his feelings to Chip. And, while Chip is more tougher and doesn't, well, in the movie, I guess they kind of showed his emotional side more. But Chip is tough, I can say that. Chip is tough, so he doesn't let out his emotions to Dale. But in the movie, it's sort of different priority to if that makes sense to you guys. Well, Alvin, I think, like, Alvin is a tough nut to crack. Get it? Nut crack. Yep, bad joke on my part. Alvin is more, he kind of hides his feelings more from his brothers and Dave and the Chipettes and Brittany as well. So yeah, he hides his feelings more, and it's very rare when Alvin gets emotional or anything or hugs his brothers, because it's just Alvin is a tough nut to crack, and I think that's what separates both of them. One's emotionally attached, one's not. So you got that in common. So that's all I got time for, guys. What do you think? We'll see how this goes on YouTube, but make sure to like, share, subscribe to my and also hit that notification bell to get more updates, guys.